Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the drivers' part of the press conference. We've got Frijns from the Envision Virgin Racing, up onto the stage. And we've got Sébastien Buemi as well from Nissan Edams. We'll have Felipe Massa and Lucas di Grassi as well. Sit anywhere you want, Felipe Massa from the Venturi team, and Lucas di Grassi will arrive from the Audi Sport Abt Schaeffler team. So we'll start with Robin. Robin, we'll start with you. Are you happy to be back in Europe for these races, and what do you make of the Rome circuit?
Yes, happy to be back here. Back is my first time in Rome, but glad that the races are coming in Europe now. Track looks really exciting. It's got a pretty good flow in it, and the last sector is quite tight, so I think this track has pretty much everything. It's good for overtaking, as we have some straights, even though it's quite tight in the turn 9. It's going to be interesting. But we will see how it goes in the shakedown and FP1.
The team are leading the team's championship. You've had 3 podiums already. What's missing to get that race win?
It's all very close. You're really fighting for each half that you can find here. So qualifying is not being my best performance so far in the season, and I always try to come back in the race. Always have pretty good race pace. So it makes my life a bit more difficult for myself. I always start from, let's say, P10 or whatever. So if I could qualifying myself a bit further up, then for sure we'll coming pretty quick.
Cool. Best of luck for the weekend. Sébastien, turning to you. A real mixed season. There's a lot of speed in the car, but the race win hasn't been there yet. How do you feel the season has gone?
Yeah, it's been clearly a bit frustrating when you see the kind of speed we had in the last few races. A few technical issues, and you know how it goes in Formula E. You don't have much time to react to anything. So hopefully this will come to an end, and we will do well here, because I think the car is competitive. When you look at qualifying again in Sanya, we were up there. So although in the race I started from the pit lane and I had strong pace, so I hope that we can translate it into good and strong result this weekend.
And what do you make of the circuit here in Rome?
I think, like Robin said, it's a good track. It's quite long. I think it's the longest of the season, and there is a mix of everything. And I don't think that overtaking is as easy, especially if we don't have to manage the energy so much, just because of the nature of the straights, and the corners that follows. But might rain as well on Saturday, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, best of luck. Lucas, turning to you. Audi have gone big on the marketing front for this race and the European races. Is this an important race for them and for you?
Well, first of all, good afternoon, everyone. For me, it's a pleasure to be here in Rome again. I have only Italian heritage, so for me it's like a half home race. So European round is pretty much the start of a new championship. Everybody is very packed together. For ourselves, very important for Audi as well. Europe is a very important market, so there is a push, has been a good push from Audi since the very beginning. But of course, European rounds are very important, and as sporting-wise, also for us.
Okay, best of luck. Felipe, finally turning to you. You've become a regular point scorer over the last couple of races, goal scorer last night as well. How have you found the progress? What's clicked to mean that you're now scoring points regularly?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. So it's definitely great to be here in Rome. Maybe also kind of my home Grand Prix, by being so close to Italy, Italian family, also Italian mentality, about how living the life, and since I was a kid. So I would say it's great to be here in Rome, especially Rome. I mean, people is really crazy for racing, especially for all the time that I was racing for Ferrari. So it's a great feeling by being here, and most of the people, they are so close to you, open. He wants to hug you, he wants to kiss you, he wants, it's really a great feeling, to be here in Rome. And I'm really looking forward that I can learn the track on the right way. It's another new circuit for me to learn, so another totally new experience, to trying to get things in the right way, and it will be great to keep scoring points race by race. Hopefully, will be more points here. So definitely, if we can fight for the podium, maybe for the victory, that we saw all the races and different drivers winning. So it would be fantastic to be to have this opportunity, maybe to win here in Rome. So really looking forward. And but first of all, we need to try to learn a new track, which it looks pretty nice. Uphill, downhill, some jumps, difficult corners to do, quite narrow in some parts, but also quite wide in other parts. So looking forward for that.
Cool. Best of luck for the weekend. Let's open it up to the